Hi, my name's Rob Farmer. I'm the Chief Executive of Run Property. We're Australia's largest real estate company and we manage about 20,000 investment properties across Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. That's about $10 billion worth of property. To put that into perspective, we manage about 20,000 tenants and collect about $500 million worth of rent from tenants every year. Today I'm going to give you my 7 essential tips to making sure that you get your bond back at the end of your tenancy. And unfortunately, in many cases, tenants don't get either part of their bond or their entire bond back at the end of their tenancy. The first one is really important, and that is be prepared. Understand what's required from you at the end of your tenancy and speak to your agent about what is required and what their processes are. Make sure you do that in advance of leaving the property so you've got plenty of time to organise things that may need to be done. So number 1 is be prepared and understand the process that's required. Number 2 is keep a copy of all of your paperwork associated with your bond. Keep it in a very safe place at the beginning of your tenancy, and in particular the receipts and bond numbers and the ingoing inspection report when you started in that property. It's called different things in different states. In some states it might be called your condition report. So keep your paperwork in a safe place. Number 3 is really important, and that is sometimes throughout a tenancy, tenants come and go. So if a tenant does leave the property, make sure that you record that in the bond agreement. So if a tenant does depart, make sure that the bond authority is kept updated with that transferring tenant. If not, at the end of the tenancy, the bond authority will only give the bond back to the people that are registered within that bond. The 4th thing is carpets. Carpets are notorious for people losing their bond or losing a portion of their bond. In most tenancy agreements, the carpet will be listed as something that needs to be steam cleaned at the end of the tenancy. So if you do steam clean the carpet, make sure that you keep a copy of the receipt so you can prove to your agent that you in fact did steam clean the carpet. The other thing is repairs and maintenance. At the end of a tenancy, when you remove furniture and wall hangings, etc., no doubt there'll be holes in the walls or marks on the walls. Really make sure that any repairs and maintenance are attended to before you depart the property. Cracked windows that you may have cracked are also very important. Also, in your lease agreement, it may govern that you are required to clean your gutters and spouting. So make sure, if you haven't been maintaining them, at the end of your tenancy, you have in fact made sure that they are clear. Cleanliness. Cleanliness is the most important or the biggest reason why people do miss out on part of their bond. And the reason for that is people steam clean the carpets, they clean the floors, and then they think that the apartment or property is clean. What most agents will really look for is in cupboards, in drawers, in the oven, in particular making sure the oven is very clean. That is the most common reason why people lose their bond, because professional cleaners are required to come in and attend to those items. So make sure that the property is sparkling and preferably in better condition than you found it. And the 7th area, and really very important, finally, is to make sure that you submit your paperwork correctly. Make sure all the bond forms are completed correctly, all the correct reference numbers are used, and as I said earlier, that the signatures match. What people don't understand is that the bond authority is different from the real estate agency. So the bond in your state is held by a government body who makes sure that the bond is administered fairly. So make sure that you've got all that paperwork so that the bond release can be attended to as smoothly as possible. So there's quite a bit to take in there, but if you'd like more information, go to www.run.com.au and you'll find a checklist there that will allow you to gather all that information and check off that you have completed everything that's required. And remember that the condition and the way that you care for your property could determine how successful you are in getting your next property. Because in most cases, your next agent that you apply for a property from will phone the previous agent to make sure that you have cared for the property, paid your rent on time, and of course, as I said, the property. So take care of it. Hopefully you'll attend to all those items and get your bond back. Happy renting. Thank you.